Hello there, we're back here again. It's your girl, Carmela Desu. Hello there. If you're new to the channel, my name is Carmela, and we've played the test in the previous two games. We've unlocked the secret of our fate, and in this video we're going to continue on what will be the final revelation to our fate. Let's delve into the video. I bet you are wondering what we will be unlocking today. Or if you just wanted to see me get scared, that's fine too. Before experiencing the test's final revelation, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequels, the test and the test Hypothesis Rising before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you've played the first two titles, and this examination will also make a bit more sense, as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I would like to urge you to go and play the test followed by the test Hypothesis Rising now before venturing forward, and follow the instruction listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in the order they were designed to be taken. Or you would benefit more for me buying the game. Would you like to close this game now so you can have the opportunity to play the test and or the test 2 before playing the test 3 final revelation? You will not get a chance to exit the game until the experience is over if you choose to continue now. I've already played the test and the test 2. Well then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. My nose is kinda stuffy today, so bear with me. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you've misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. This is of utmost importance. Remember that, children. Who's our host for today? When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I'll come back for you, so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I'll be standing there. Your embrace, so long I've missed. My soul, my love, I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven as you've rescued me from my hell. Hello back, narrator. No matter what happens, I'll always love you. What's up with this eerie atmosphere? Choice. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you, we're going to find a way out of here. I think it's more of a personality task, to be quite honest, but it's kind of gimmicky to the elements of the characters. Okay then. Hmm. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Hello there, Destiny. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met. And slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. Oh, that rhymes. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. Why am I here? To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wing or devil's hand. And in the end we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions led to misery route. Take time to think before you decide. Okay. Dig deep for the answer that live inside. You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul it is burned. I feel kind of burdened now, so we should not make any wrong choices here. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Oh, so creepy, Destiny. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friendship or relationship than others put back into you? No, I rather not. Cause I've tried many times already that it doesn't work. If it doesn't work out, then you should just give up and don't try to fix anything. It's not broken. So, no. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Yes. It is going nowhere as of the making of this video. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing still, but it's getting better. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? As always, no. Are you afraid of death? No. Are you afraid of what might come after death? That's an interesting point. I do fear what will come after that, because the life after death is kind of in a gray area, whether you go to hell or whether you just stay on earth as a soul or you would just vanish or disappear. It's kind of scary to think that you would be burned in hell and you will live forever after your death. So I kind of fear about what might come after death. Yes. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? I'm sorry, but no. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? Yes. Have you ever felt left out? Yes, many times before. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? This is an interesting point. I think I'm attractive, but sometimes I feel like I'm not enough. Nothing is enough for me, so yes. Have you ever woke yourself sick? Yes. I feel like in the making of YouTube, I feel kind of a churning sensation in my stomach sometimes, but I keep on doing the work that is acquired of. It's not acquired that I wanted to, because I really like to make YouTube. I really like to make videos. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Yes. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Yes. I've wasted so much of my time. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No at all. No. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? And everybody does that though. Yes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No, life is moving too fast. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. I like being alone, to be honest. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No. I would try be as honest as I could possibly. Although I might seem fake at the surface, but I try to be honest with people that I really care about. So no. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? Sometimes I do. Just sometimes, but I try to be more open-minded. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. I rarely change clothes. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? I was bullied by my crush back in elementary school. So, does that count? Yes. Have you ever been a bully to someone? Yes. And I'm not proud of that. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yes. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? It's not healthy, but yes, I sometimes feel like I wanted to be alone rather than have someone be with me. So, yeah. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to a definitive plans for the future? Let me think. Yes, in a sense. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Sometimes, yes. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you most? Yeah, I feel that every time. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No, I'm the best driver that I think I am. So no. I'm doing great at driving, I suppose. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No. I like to explore new places by myself. Rather too much. Have you ever carried an object around with you that make you feel more comfortable? I like to wear earrings and I like to touch them. So, does that count? Yes. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? Sometimes I do feel that way. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes, I do that. What is it, Destiny? I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. What is the next phase? A series of pictures to give you brain a rest. Of course. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring you. They bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So fix your eyes upon the art. What kind of art are you trying to show me? And let me into that precious heart. For starters, what emotions do you feel is most present in this picture? Is more of a sharp object? It's just so complex. Maybe the feelings that I get from seeing the picture is chaos, because there's just so many details and colors. Chaos. What word do you feel described in this picture best? It's just manic, trapped, broken, soulful, chaotic, beautiful. It's kind of beautiful in a sense. So I'm going to take that as an answer. It's beautiful. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystals, the portal, soul abduction, of a mind of misery, celestial stars. It's more of a mind of misery, I suppose. Very interesting. Moving on. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It's more of a how am I supposed to know what I feel like at this given moment with an abstract picture that you're showing me? But if I must say, it gives me a sense of not joy, definitely. It's more to numbness. What word do you feel to describe this picture best? It's kind of stuck in a way. Just the curves is kind of stuck at the end. What do you think this picture is called? Corruption wave, the birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of suns, darkness within. It's more of a corruption wave. I see. Next, we have this one. What emotion do you feel is the most present in this picture? I would say it's more of a relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Twin mirrored space, planets, galactic. It's more of a glorious, because there's some blink at the edge of it, but I don't know what words that I would like to describe, but it's more of a glorious, yes. What do you think this picture is called? The Fold. Datacron. I see you. Again with the pun. Reflection of the universe. Shattered worlds. I guess it would be called Reflection of the universe? Or Shattered worlds? Or it's just the reflection of the universe, I suppose. Noted. Take a look at this one. What emotions do you feel is most present in this picture? It's more of a relaxation. Green and green makes me relax sometimes. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Staircase, heavenly, unknown, fast, open, a gateway. I feel like this would be a gateway. What do you think this picture is called? Light at the end of the tunnel. No. The porthole. Dimension door. Stairway to heaven. The rabbit hole. I guess this would be called dimension door. That's peculiar. And how about this one? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I feel it's more of a depression, because it's kind of a hole, a black hole at that sense. It's more of a depression, yes. What word do you feel describes this picture best? I don't see any I there. Ring, abyssal, darkness, lighting. It's more of an abyssal. What do you think this picture is called? Nest of darkness, the abyssal gaze, shrouded mystery, energy crown, darkness forming. It's more of the abyssal gaze. I will make a note of that. And this here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Is this so mundane? But if I were to say what kind of expression that I feel, it would be... it's relaxation, I guess. The closest one. Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? A mouse. Veiled. Cyclops. Jungle. Prismatic. Shrouded. It's more of a shrouded mystery surrounding this. What do you think this picture is called? Mind's Eye. Forest of Death. The Masking. Eye of Chaos. A shining light. It's more of a forest of death, because I can see kind of leaves, the green part of it. I see. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I feel it's more of an anger, because the green part is more like jealousy, and the red part is like anger itself. So yes, it's anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Planetary, collide, bosom, wings, fetters, heavenly. Collide. What do you think this picture is called? Crop seed. Mother Nature's gift. Forming earth. Remain again. Angelic touch. I'm not really sure about this, but let's just say forming earth. What about this? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It's more of chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Fury, torment, volcano, brimstone, shattered, fold. Fury. What do you think this picture is called? Arching blaze, the world breaks, inferno gate, the shattering, rage incarnate. It's more of a There's no gate in that, but let's just say arch and blaze. That's interesting that you say that. How about this one here? What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Cyber, fail, information, analyzing, monitoring, futuristic. It's more of a cyber, because I feel the sense of futuristicness in this. Let's just say cyber. What do you think this picture is called? The atmosphere. Thought provoke, incubation of dreams, matrix, watcher, life projectors. The data sphere. I'll make note of that. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? If I were to say, it's more of a joy. Maybe joy, but just a little bit. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Whoa, birth. Yes, it's more of a birth. Oh my god, I made a mistake. But yes, birthplace of dreams, monolith heart. Yes, it kind of resembles the ocean too. I would say that's my second answer, but yeah. Going down. And let's see. Yes. Interesting. Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It's kind of trapped in a sense. So I'll say that I feel numbness. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Data, broken, I, disfigured, anarchy, puzzle. Well, it's more of a broken in a sense. What do you think this picture is called? Deciphering. I broke you. Oh my god, again with the puns. The crystal furs, pale planar zone, Picasso vase. It's more of a deciphering. Huh? We're almost done. What emotions do you feel is most present in this one? It's more of a chaos. There's just too many layers in this. But at the same time, I kind of feel a sense of relaxation as well. But it's more learning towards chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Arc, slime, vapor, melting, droll, viscous. It's more of a viscous, consistency, and more sense of a consistency, viscous. What do you think this picture is called? The Jaws of Death. Planet cradle. Planet forming, dark lies, the sludge. The sludge. Yes, the sludge. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotions do you feel is most present in this picture? It's more of a relaxation, What word do you feel describes this picture best? Crown, swath, laser, sunlight, eclipse. It's more of a eclipse in a sense, or solstice. It's an eclipse for me. What do you think this picture is called? Sonic Boom, Red Angel. It's more of a red angel. Alright then. Just a few more. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation? What word do you feel describes this picture best? Cosmic? What do you think this picture is called? Spiral, marble of time, formless being, higher intelligence, planet core, marble of time. That's surprising. Almost finished. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I feel like I've seen this part, but if it's this one, I feel like it's going nowhere. It's kind of numb to me. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Nebula. Yeah. What do you think this picture is called? Vaporous foam, light breaking, solar space, leaves up close, leaves up. Ferdinand path. It's more of a vaporous foam. Very good. Last one. Oh, finally, last one. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? It's more of a relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? It's a voice. If I would just say. What do you think this picture is called? Sound of silence, empty world, warp tunnel, notes of harmony, the static field. It's more of a sound of silence. It's kind of solitary in the middle. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is the only start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I'll pick your brain until I get my fill. What do you want from me, Destiny? This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays. So you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hit the jackpot. But it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves, as they feel like it was their ticket. How does this make you feel? Angry they should share the prize. Jealous, I regret buying them a ticket. Happy, good for them. I'm glad they won. Indifferent, that's the way life goes sometimes. If it were to happen to me, if I bought them the ticket, it's more of a indifferent. I guess that's fine for them. I won't feel angry or jealous, and I'm not feeling happy because I don't give the shareable of the prize, but I just feel somewhat indifferent. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal their ticket for myself? Destroy their ticket so no one gets it? Oh my god, so what's the word? What's the word? So angry. Get them killed so I inherit them. Oh my god, why? Let them be happy with their winnings. Yes, just let them be happy. I bought them the ticket so they can win the prize. If they don't share it with me, that's fine too. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family members who bought you the ticket for in the first place? Yes, I would gladly share it, because I would feel grateful. They bought me the ticket. Even if I don't really go well with them, I still have to share it with them. So yes, I would gladly share them. Let's see. Now, you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Scared? There's blood in there. Anxious? What if someone comes for the money? Excited? I'm about to be rich. Indifferent? None of my business. I would feel anxious? Yes. It would be more of a anxious. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car. Take as much money as I could hold and leave the rest. Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. If it were to happen to me, I'd just leave the suitcase alone and move along, cause there's blood in there. It's a black suitcase. It would be from something in illegal doings, and I don't want that. So I'm going to leave it alone and move along like nobody's business. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would you change your decisions at all? No. If it's not my money, I wouldn't take it. If it were to be given to me, I would gladly take the money. If it were just some random suitcase on the street, I wouldn't take that. So, no. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep, and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. What's the offer? In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. What is that? He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Scared? The devil is in my room. Suspicious? I don't think the devil truly exists. Intrigued? I wonder what he's willing to offer me. Angry? I want him out now. That's bored. I think the devil exists, but my suspicions is not of what they exist or not, but what of an content of the bargains are. But I would be intrigued, I would say. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. And that second, you could feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable way possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. I don't want the wealth. I don't think I would be happy with the power. You'll never age, but can still die from a physical injury. That would just... You can bring one person back from the dead. No. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. I guess it were to happen to me, I would want to never age. Cause aging scares me in a sense. I don't want to get wrinkles. I don't want to age. If the devil offered you as a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? No. I wouldn't risk it, but yeah, no. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad. I don't want the world to end. Excited, I've always fantasized about a zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. Indifferent, this is life now. No, I would be scared. Of course. If you knew that the zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now, and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes, of course. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. What's the catch? However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago hasn't been promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you, tough luck, and that maybe one day you'll get the position, and he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? It's the way the world works. I know that for once. Angry, I was promised that promotion. Jealous, that promotion should have been mine. Betrayed. I would feel betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud. Quit my job and look for new employment. Sabotage the new employee to get them fired. No, nothing. You win some, you lose some. I think if it were to happen to me, I would just quit the job and try to find another job because they clearly aren't in our best interest. So yes, I would just quit it and look for another employment, because why waste your time on something that don't care about you too? If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? I would accept the position, but I kind of feel bad too for the person who deserves more. But if it were to happen to me, I would gladly accept the position, but I would feel bad at the inside. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you throughout your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? It's just so uncomfortable. Scared. Where did they go? Anxious. I don't know what's about to happen. Secure. I'm ready to handle whatever is coming. Protective. I need my family to be okay. I feel anxious, of course. And what do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police. Grab the nearest weapon in house and prepare myself. Check to see if everyone in the house was safe. Run out of the house and go to the neighbor. Why would you run out of the house and go to the neighbors? I would lock the door and call the police. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not a human being, would your answers change at all? Well, I wouldn't call the police, so yes. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answer as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. He'll just be kept alive on machines in vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? I would just rather die. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending with my friends and families, pursuing all the dreams I hadn't yet accomplished, making the world a better place while I can. I'll wallow in self-pity and probably want to die. I would want to pursue the dreams that I hadn't yet accomplished. I would check the bucket list that I have on life. So yes, pursuing the dreams I hadn't yet accomplished. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? It really doesn't change anything for me, because that is life. Noted. You have pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years have passed and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend, until one morning you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and they both seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog. He excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was just a boy, about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back and we're together again." Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. The dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after. You know, telling the old man that it isn't really his dog, it's your dog, would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? I would let the old man keep my dog, cause he's in great shape, well fed, and happy. They are both happy, but if the dog was not in great shape, not happy, sad, I would break the news, cause it would be detrimental for the dog too. But if it were in good shape, I would just let it go. They're both happy. I don't want to ruin anyone's fun. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes, I feel so sad. He's alone in this world without his wife. Yeah. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone, and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? I can feel it. Fuck. Let us not cry. Next question. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. You fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now let's also say that you're given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst you still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I would choose to stay with my friends and family. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? I don't think I have the drive. No. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? Let's just say I do believe in that possibility. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I would rather them stay with friends and family, because why would you avenge yourself in the killer? Because it's pointless. So I would rather have them take the time of their life to be happy, be joyous, in a sense that they see their friends, they see their families. It's better that way. Next question. One night, you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play, so you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours, so each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is entirely wiped. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue to progress your life even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? I would rather watch the video every day. I would rather live happily but unknowingly, because ignorance is bliss. It would make me happier to know what's going on in that situation. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years even though they felt like it was for your own good? I wouldn't be upset in that regard. No. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth? Or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would let them live in ignorance, bliss forever. It would be better possibility. I'll take note of your answer. Through frantic digging in the attic, reading old files and newspaper articles, you've come to find your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, the story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' deaths, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be fully functional adult, while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are the child. Would you resent your would-be parents? No, they've done so much for me. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yes. Would you feel betrayed by the secrets they kept from you? No, I would rather not know about the stuff that I did to my biological parents, so no. Would you confront them about the articles you found? No, I would rather keep quiet. If you were in their position, would you do the same for a child in similar situation? Yes. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. Don't tell me, don't ask me, have you ever punched a nun? Cause I would be mad at you. The end of the world has come and gone. All that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, coming through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their path in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive the harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight in order to save the very few food rations they have left. They exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders. It only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold, a hidden underground bunker, stockpiled to the brim, with enough food to feed for an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker? Or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? Yes, I would stay in the bunker all by myself because they exiled me. It's not of a spite, but if I were not to be exiled the first time, I would not do it. But they did the unthinkable. So I would rather just keep the food to myself. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in, so you could lead a new colony but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? Yes. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding? Or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourself? Or would you let them keep what they found? I would let them keep what they found because it's my fault for exiling them. So I would not feel bad in what happens. So, yeah. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? It's a would you rather again. Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish? Or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most or be abandoned by the person you love most? I would rather abandon the person that I love most. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you? Or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond with you? I would have friends with stronger bonds. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find $2,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? I would rather split the money if I can have it. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way to proving it? I'd rather cheat. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? What sort of illegal means that you're talking about here? Because it depends. If I were to be rich out of piracy stuff, I would, but it's just between you and me. It's kind of a gray area between what is allowed and what is not allowed, so I don't want to be necessarily poor. I want to be in the middle. If I were to be poor, I wouldn't survive. So let's just say I wanted to be rich, but live a dishonest life. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that will kill your favorite family member? It's a tough choice. Animals' lives are so short, and to be completely honest, they don't do much besides and living and breathing. So let's just kill the animal. But if I were to be so, if I don't have any choice, yeah, but I would be sad. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? It depends though. I would feel bad to fire my friends, but I would rather fire my friends and let them have another job, cause yeah, it happens. So would you rather sleep with your step sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? No, 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 no. I would rather sleep with my step sibling because I've thought about that too. Yes, my step sibling, of course. Would you rather save your best friend from a certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Oh, it's so many lives. If it were to happen and I can save more life, like 1,000 more, I would rather save that 1,000 strangers. But I would be sad as well. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? It's a starving child. Well, I don't really need the free food because I can pay for my own food. I would rather rescue a starving child because I needed to work myself off to be successful and pay for my own food to be more independent. So I would just rather rescue a starving child because they needed it more than me. Would you rather be rich but without family or poor with family? If it were for me to choose, I would be rich without family. Because I don't imagine myself being so poor that I can't afford things. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can do it. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? For what purpose, though? I don't want to steal food. I'd rather steal money. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? I would rather serve 4 years, of course. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? 10 miles above? Of course, speed is key. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have every day in order to stay alive? Oh. Oh. What you doing? Every day, baby. Every day. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Hardcore drugs for 10 years. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your family and friends die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? This is a tough choice. I would rather die first, but it sounds kinda cool. Outlive the family for 200 years, but it would be completely sad. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive or sacrifice both of your parents? I'm sorry, mom and dad. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? I would rather be acknowledged for something that I didn't do than rather do things so hard that I feel sad. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched? This question again. It depends. Punch a nun. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? I would rather lose all the money I've earned this year. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? Guarantee $10, baby. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? I would rather know how rather than when, because it will be hard for you to live with that knowledge for the rest of your life. So I'd rather know how I die. Would you rather be blind but able to see crystal clear underwater or be deaf always? I don't think I can be deaf because living with no sound is scary. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free or have the best internet in the world but never leave your house? Oh, I would rather have the best internet and live home because I can see the outside world from my home. Yes, of course I'll do that. That's what I'm doing right now. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot throughout a pitch black snake infested corridor? Walk barefoot through snakes in the dark? Cause it doesn't guarantee that they are venomous. So I would rather just be with the snakes. Cause they are cool like that. Would you rather be the judge who sentenced people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? I'd rather be the judge. Cause the executioner they did the deed. But if I were to be the judge, I just sentence, but I'm not doing the job, so I'd rather be the judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I'd rather be haunted by a demon. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Now this is a tough one, because I've never find myself in this situation ever. Oh, you privileged Camila. Married to someone? No, I can't do it. I feel like if I were to marry someone who's not attracted to me, I will feel that my self-worth go down the drain. But if I were to marry someone I'm not attracted to, it would be just hard to. Unless they'll get to love me. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or low-paying job that you love doing? High-paying job that I hate doing, and have the leisure time to do something that I love, because it would be better in the long run. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? 1 mile! Being naked, it's also healthy to be naked, because we are born without clothing. So yes, of course I'll do one home naked. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or have to grab $100 out of a public toilet? Find $500 in my pocket. Oh, of course, money is money. I'll take $100 out of public toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Never read a book again! Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or be 2 hours early to everything? I feel like I would rather be 20 minutes late, because I can do something better in that 2 hours early. So I'd be 20 minutes late, of course. Would you rather find a dead body, or be a witness to a deadly assault? I'd rather find a dead body, of course. Would you rather be able to change your past, or see what the future holds for you? I would rather look into the future. Oh, it's tempting. I'd rather change my past. Would you rather have one really great friend, or 100 mediocre friends? Mediocre friends. I would rather have one friend rather than have 100 friends that doesn't care much about me. Quality over quantity. Would you rather lose all of your teeth, or lose 1 day of your life every time you kiss someone? I'd rather lose 1 day of my life for each kiss then I don't have to kiss someone. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I'd rather have them win the lottery. At least they get their fun. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? I don't know, maybe have my dream job, because after I have my dream job, I can maybe try my true love. I find careers are something of importance rather than relationship at this point, so I'd rather have my dream job first before I find someone. Would you rather have a pause button for life or rewind button? I would rather have a rewind button, of course. That would be better. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Both are bad scenarios, but I'd rather drown than be boiled alive. Drown in gasoline. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? People tire me, so maybe I'll get the $100 every day. Thank you. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd rather die. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? I would rather hurt everyone I love without being blamed. I'm sorry, but... Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? Of course I would rather sleep with my worst enemy. How bad could it be? Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? No. Let's just skip all the liquids except for water. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Very low volume, of course. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? Never meet my hero at all. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have friends for the rest of my life? I feel like pets stay with me. But it's a tough choice. I would rather never have friends, because I know pets something that I kind of have to have with me at all times in my house, but friends, they are kind of distant in a way. They can't be with you all the time, so I'd rather never have friends. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? I'd rather live in excruciating pain. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. We are not done yet! For we have made it through many categories except for one. What is that categories that you are saying? These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. Tick. I want to know your darkest truth. I want to know what makes you sick. I want you to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious faith. I want to learn of all your love. I want to bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, no think hard, savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you'll see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? Yes. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know you didn't deserve it? Yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? Intentionally hurt an animal? Probably a roach, but I don't see a roach as animal. So it's not like I hurt cats and dogs. I tend to hurt some insects because they do stuff to me. So yes. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Why would I do that? Have you ever abandoned a pet? No, I wouldn't do it. No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? Yes. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you care about? Stolen what? No. Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? If I broke something, it's intentional, so no. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wrong? Yes. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? Of course, I have. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? The death of them? Yes. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? I don't think I would be content with that I cause someone's death. So let's just say I don't want to write anyone's name. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes, I could. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wrong? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? Yes. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? No, I live way too honest. So I, sometimes I feel like I live way too honest that I don't get to achieve what I wanted to do. No. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? No. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? I feel like that when I was still in school, because people would try to use me for I'm worth. So yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No, it's the opposite. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? No. As of now, no. Do you ever let your fear stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? It's not fear. It's more what my family think that fear me that I would fail in the process. It's not me who doesn't want to do things. It's the family. So yes. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? Yes. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? Yes. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Yes. I love my cats really dearly. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Yes. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? I have never defended someone, so no. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yeah, sometimes. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? Yes. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? Yes. Cause a hunch is something that I have, and it it is correct like 70% of the time. Have you ever had with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had any kinds of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you're afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Yes. Do you ever feel like you could take a better care of your own health? Yes, but I didn't do it. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? Yes, I'm sorry. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Not really, though. No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectation? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Why would you do that? No. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspect of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? Yes, I do feel that way. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? No! And finally, don't tell me, have I ever punched a nun? Do you feel like you're a good person? I don't feel that way, I'm sorry, but no. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully, and now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. What? I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I have wished to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me. In return, I shall share this with you. This is what I see. What do you see? Ah, you're so misunderstood, aren't you? Even those closest to you typically don't give you a lot of respect that you deserve, which is honestly really unfortunate. Even those who you consider close usually don't give you the respect you deserve, which is rather unfortunate considering. The main issue really lies in communicating with those you are close in a more effective way. I'd like to recommend to you something for you to work on. I'd like you to attempt to build a bridge with those who doubt you. Instead of getting upset when they don't understand your perspective, try to put yourself in their frame of mind and think from their perspective. That way you can understand their ignorance and use it to your advantage when attempting to get your point across. Once you're able to fully understand things from their point of view, you can begin to communicate in a way that will allow them to understand just how truly special you are. You might even find that they do think very highly of you, even if they haven't shown it in the past. I think it will be great investment of your time focusing on putting yourself in other people's shoes and a lot more often before writing them off completely. And it's not that you do this often, it's that when you do actually do this, it's pushing the gap further and further between those who matter most. If you can master this little piece of advice and apply it to your everyday life, you'll have the world at your fingertips. My advice to you is to take a deep breath before responding to someone who attempts to speak to you, and take that moment to analyze what you're going to say before you let words leave your lips. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is compassion. Remember this word and leave it in the comments for us. This word will serve you well very soon. We've done it yet again. You've answered hundreds of questions, you've found deeper meanings, you've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. Ha! I know it. The reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers, the person who seeks answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more so about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human, just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all of the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all of the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they are the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end, and that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Oh, I have a sniffy. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time. And any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know, and we laugh instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We're all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all of the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all of the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those peoples are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together, and we've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say that their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. And every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. You help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're just too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you've continued to do for the world. Pick the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in the comments for us. We'll be selecting some of you to be included in the future projects which are currently working on. It's the end. It's the end. There's something more. I'll peel the... it's the end. It's the end. I'll peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me. She loves me. Oh! Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Ah! What's up in my scream? She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll. And in her soul, may she live. May she rot. Oh, that's it. It's finally coming to an end. That was so intense. I feel it to the bone. I guess, yes, we are human after all. It's not about the answers, it's about the questions. And I do read the comments in the game, and I feel I am no different than people. People have gone through the same that I've gone through, and it is normal to feel that way because we're all the same, yet we all different people. You shouldn't judge people from what they're thinking about, because it's all very plausible scenarios and circumstances that shaped us to be what we are. We're all the same and also so different. That's the takeaway for today's video. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you like it, please don't forget to click like and subscribe to this channel, cause I'll be very grateful. Wink wink wink. And that's it for now. Stay safe, wear a mask, bye.